Good evening for the last time. This class has been an amazing journey. I really learned a lot more than I thought I would in, in ways that now I feel a little bit more confident with Photoshop. Maybe not 100%, but certainly more confident. My final project is a still. It's a mishmash of a few photos to give that surreal kind of look that you can feel it like in a dream. The first photo is a really dark path. You start in the dark and looking out through two sides of the path. Two sides of the path. The is a bright landscape. You can see directly through it. The other photo was something similar. It was also a path, but it was in the middle of the woods. The path just disappeared around a corner. I layered them one over the other and then messed with the opacity and the fill so that the second layer was kind of see-through, but kind of not. And then I flipped it upside down, because if you look down below on the no, I guess it's this side, on the left of the photo on the bottom, like right here, it looks like water, and actually that is sky. Like you see the sky behind me, and then flip down and put on the ground, it looks more like water. And then I took Dodge Burn Sponge and the one just above it, I can't remember what the name of it is, and I colored the background, the little house in the very back, and the grass and the hills and stuff, so that they're much brighter, over bright, so it feels like you're walking into a Technicolor film, as opposed, or yeah, with the film, even though it's a still. uh, the Technicolor landscape, as opposed to just going from your drowsy state into regular. I like how it turned out because of that little spot of color right there in the center. Was I kind of like that. People say, "Oh no, it's too bright. Should have made it more realistic." Well, the photo's not supposed to be about being realistic. It's about a dream state you go in when you're dreaming, and what things look like to you when you are. If they can't hack it, they can't hack it. Oh well. But I took, when I flipped the photo, it looked fine. I had put another one on there, which was of a snowy landscape going down the staircase, and then I flipped that and put that on the sky. But I didn't like the straight lines that the staircase banister was making, and that was of a photo that I took a while ago, in the wintertime, maybe 3 winters ago, on the Chino Lakes project. Yeah, I think it's called Chino Lakes Flood Control Project. I just went up on the little staircase. Well, it's not little, but the staircase there, and took the photo. But I didn't like how it felt, because it just didn't fit into the landscape, and I couldn't make it fit no matter what I did. So I just said, well, I don't need that. And I did a lot of work trying to make it fit in. I stretched the banister, I did some dodge and burn, I did some transforming, just to make it fit. And then I just said, we're done with this, because it doesn't look right, it doesn't feel right, it just changes the whole image. So I just said nope, and I discarded it. I tried to put another a portion of, when I first started out, I tried to use the Chino flood control, picture, and then cut pathways out of other photos that I had, and that just didn't quite seem to mesh very well. Then I had this beautiful leaf that I will use one day, not in this class, but I will use it, of it was a leaf or set of leaves that I found on the floor, on the ground, one night, and they had frosted over, and I just took a picture of them. So they were really pretty and beautiful, but again, I couldn't really make them fit in the project. So I just, well, I did all this transforming, I did some coloring, I did, okay, well, let's squish it, widen it, let's shrink it, let's twist it, just, and again, it just didn't fit. So in the end, it became about just these two photos and how they fit together and how I could make them mesh much better than if they were separate. So it looks like you're going from water to some sort of path, and maybe your eyesight's blurry, but out there you have the promised land of Technicolor, and it's out there, it's loud and proud. And it's just exciting to think that that could be a story someplace else. As to questions for everybody else, how'd the class go for you? Was it as you expected? Did it kick butt like it was like it did for me in some places? Anyway, signing off. Have a good summer. Happy graduation for those that you had that, and happy Mother's Day.